Would you believe me if I told you you could turn food scraps into natural dyes? Well, we're going to do one better than just telling you. Julia's going to show you how to do it. Hello, Julia, and where do we find you today, my friend?
Hey Trace, so great to see you. Welcome to my cottage. I snuck up here with the kids for, a little getaway, a little slow living as I like to do, playing a little pioneer village. But just, getting away from the city and the hustle and bustle has been amazing.
It is the right thing to do. I covet the folks with a pool. I covet the folks with a cottage. You are doing the right thing, getting back to nature. And it's also perfect when we think about today's project that you're doing.
I know, right? Now, Tracy, I talk a lot about food waste. I do because it is a big problem. It's like over 300 pounds of food per family per year thrown out. And it's also one of those things where we can all do our part to make a difference. Just use up what you have. So what I'm going to show you, Tracy, is how we can take beautiful food, leftover food, and create beautiful dyes, natural, vibrant colors. I'm going to show you. So, Trace, the first thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to give you a little bit, like I like to call it, the primary colors of food dyes. First thing is, if you've got cabbage and you're going to use your cabbage, it will turn a beautiful purple. Now, wait for this. If you take that purple and put in a teaspoon of baking soda, it is going to turn blue, vibrant blue. Beets, of course, will turn a nice red. And if you want yellow, oh my gosh, the color that comes in yellow from turmeric, believe it or not. Coffee will give you this beautiful sort of natural brown tan color. Awesome. Now, Tracy, here's a question. What color do you think avocados will give you?
Well, I would say green, but I don't know. Is it green?
I know. It's a little bit of a trick question, Tracy. It actually is pink. Can you believe it? A beautiful, beautiful pink. Now, the recipe is really, really easy. It's a 1 to 2. So 1 cup of whatever food scraps you have lying around mixed with 2 cups of water. Then what you're going to want to do is put it on the stove, or we have it here on the barbecue, baking it, and boil it all down. And what's going to happen is, can you see here, Trace, we've got this cabbage going. Look at that color. It is gorgeous. It's this beautiful purple. And you just boil it down. Now, you might find this shocking, Tracy, that I actually have leftover cabbage in my house. Could you imagine? With 3 kids and leftover cabbage?
I can totally imagine. We actually do eat quite a bit of cabbage here, but it's not a favorite of the kids, that's for sure.
Tracy, the thing I got to tell you is nobody said that natural dye smells good, okay? So when you're boiling the cabbage, the kids are like, Mom, what is that? Okay, so once you've figured out what color you want to do, you're going to take your fabric. Now, these are great little curtains that I had made years ago at the cottage, and I'm going to turn them into that beautiful purple. So the first step is you want to put it in a mixture of vinegar and water. So what you want to do is you have to get it all soaked up there into the vinegar. And what the vinegar is going to do is it will actually help the color stick. It will actually make that natural color be more vibrant. So you'll leave it in here for about at least a half an hour, okay? And it just soaks up all that vinegar. Now, once that's done, you would then wring it out, and then you're going to just put it into your dye bath. And so we got one here. So, I don't know if you can see these colors. Look at this. So beautiful. So it's sort of turning this beautiful purple. I'm doing the cabbage. So you just soak it in here, and you can keep it in here anywhere from 30 minutes to actually 24 hours. The longer you keep it in the dye bath, the more vibrant the color will be.
Julia, it's looking so good already, and I know we're focused on fabrics right now, but can you use that dye for anything else?
Yes, good question. Because it's totally natural, you can use it with food. So you can use it in baking, changing any of the colors. I've actually seen people do it with pasta. So cool. So using that purple dye bath to boil your pasta, then it'll turn bright purple. It's really fun. So once it's been in here, Tracy, all you do is you're going to wring it out and you're going to let it dry. Don't rinse it at this point. Let the garment completely dry in the sun, then you'll do the rinse out. That again will help that natural colors stick more. You can see over here, we've done them. I did these ones yesterday, the purple color there, and it just is so beautiful, easy, natural, no chemicals, and you get this beautiful, beautiful color.
Julia's so good, and I love the fact that it just looks natural, you know? It's not totally saturated.